There are many great new features within BodyViz 6, including the ability to use a mouse and trackpad to navigate within the software. This update allows the use of BodyViz in even more ways than before. In this video, we'll be going over the main functions of using the mouse and trackpad, including moving around the software, utilizing the buttons within menus, and changing modes. First, we'll be going over how to navigate and manipulate a study within BodyViz. After loading in a BodyViz file, you can zoom, pan, and rotate to further explore the volume. Using your mouse, right-click and drag up and down to zoom in and out of the volume. To pan or move the volume with your mouse, click the center scroll wheel and drag the volume. To rotate the volume, click the left mouse button and drag. These functions can also be done using a trackpad. To zoom on a trackpad, hold down the Z button on your keyboard, then click and drag up and down on the trackpad. The trackpad panning function is similar, where you'll hold down the X button, then click and drag on the trackpad. And to rotate, simply click and drag the volume. Next, we'll be going over how to interact with the volume using the buttons within the control panel. Clicking on these buttons will perform actions in BodyViz. The buttons within the control panel menu will look slightly different for each mode depending on the actions you can take. You can see that each button has a label to easily navigate within this menu, no matter what mode you're in. For this example, we'll go through the buttons in clipping mode. We'll start by clicking the top Add Plane button, and doing so brings us into a submode menu. Click on the next plane or previous plane buttons to cycle through the different planes to clip. For clipping mode, there is an additional slider bar in the bottom mode menu to complete the clipping action. To use the slider bar, simply click on the white dot and drag. There are many functions to click through within each mode, so refer to our mode tutorials for an in-depth look into these functions. Let's go over the most important function, which is changing modes. BodyViz 6 includes 5 unique modes, and by toggling through Examiner mode, Coloring mode, Tissue type mode, Annotation mode, and Clipping mode, the user can explore real patient anatomy in a variety of ways. Modes are set up in a cyclic or circular design, meaning you can advance forwards or backwards to get to the mode you're looking for. This circular navigation means that you can never get lost in BodyViz. You can keep cycling through the modes until you arrive at the correct one. In the control panel menu, there is a button that will advance you forward and a button that will take you to the previous mode. There will always be a label that tells you which mode you will be cycling to. Simply click these buttons and you will arrive at that mode. You will know what mode you're in by looking at the top of the control panel, as well as the mode menu at the bottom of the screen. The topics we covered in this video include zooming, panning, and rotating a volume using a mouse and/or trackpad, utilizing buttons within the control panel menu to interact with the volume, and changing modes.